no Belgrano, no Sheffield, no Antelope, no Arden, no Atlantic Conveyor, no Coventry, no Goose Green, no Bluff Cove.
Watching her for a few hours beforehand, and under direct orders I went in and attacked her.
Very properly asked the captain, "Why did you sink the Belgrano?" A question naturally. Commander Refford Brown replied, "I didn't sink the Belgrano on my own bat. I wouldn't do a thing like that."
I personally presumed that for some reason unbeknown to us, any peace talks which may have been in progress had broken down, and that therefore the government had decided spontaneously, right, we will change the rules and show them.
There had been no diplomatic breakdown, but the rules were changed anyway. Any Argentine ship would now be a target, and the Conqueror went back to finish off the job.
Well, tonight we close the destroyers, and tomorrow we shall close in for another kill. I can't say I'm looking forward to it. I'm very nervous, particularly as they will be more alert now.
We went back to the area once and found nothing. Again, the possibility was that the ship had been crippled and had limped off to the west to make her way back home. We went back to the area a second time when we heard some surface activity in the area. And we saw that a hospital ship and one of the escorting destroyers were in the area. And we therefore presumed that they were engaged in looking for survivors.
So what did you do?
We left the scene.
42 hours later, Argentinian planes attacked and hit HMS Sheffield, with the loss of 20 British lives.
We were all very stunned and sad. Had we been honest with ourselves, and many people were, we knew that it was our action which had obviously precipitated that. But now that we were in a hostile environment, we became angry, as the Argentinians did against us, and we thought, let's go and get some more.
By that time the die was obviously cast.
Yes. Yeah.
You see, no Belgrano, no Sheffield, no Antelope, no Arden, no Atlantic Conveyor, no Coventry, no Goose Green, no Bluff Cove. So we're not only concerned with young Argentine sailors, we're no less concerned with many British sailors and soldiers.
9 weeks later, the Conqueror returned to base at Faslane, flying the Jolly Roger. Few questions had been asked about the sinking of the Belgrano until they heard what Commander Rayford Brown had to say.
And I'd been watching her for a few hours beforehand, and under direct orders I went in and attacked her.
Reputable members of the Scottish Press Corps very properly asked the captain, "Why did you sink the Belgrano?" A question that flowed from John Knott's own statements. And of course, naturally, Commander Refford Brown replied, "I didn't sink the Belgrano on my own bat. I wouldn't do a thing like that. I'm a first-time submarine commander. I did it," he said, "on orders from Northwood." Now, that's not what we had been told in the House of Commons. And when there are small inconsistencies, they're often part of larger inconsistencies. Small lies tend to be part of larger lies. And in the most major action since 1945, the first use of a British nuclear submarine, isn't it highly desirable to have the truth?
At a news conference tonight, the captain of the sunken cruiser General Belgrano, Hector Elias Bonzo, said his ship had been sailing toward the mainland, was not a threat to the British. His ship was hit by 2 torpedoes on the starboard side, sank within an hour. The Argentinian flag was not lowered.
Todo bien, estamos todos bien, todos por la parte. Fíjate que todos estamos bien morales, bien altos, bien escritos, No, es de golpe la prueba. Adelante la no, no sé nada, todo el equipo no vale.